What is up, guys? Welcome back. We're having another game with the same players like last game, this time on All That Glitters 2.0. On the first team, we have Ollie, 2KO, Raiko, Elbardo, Skag, Ro, Snade, Tinwax, and Tactician going up against the Chukni, Trash Panda, Emmer, Diznov, Firepluck, Hakai, Firm Communist, and Ubivan. This is my favorite map, so I'm really gonna enjoy and make sure to take a look into everything what these players are doing. Love playing this map. Usually like playing backline positions here. But let's see if backlines try and help the forward positions of these guys. Usually the mountains here are a pretty bad location as you can assault it pretty easily. Just enter from multiple sides. Pretty open. We'll see if they try and get some mines and how they actually just overall deal with these open spaces and how they try to protect their positions. Trash Panda going to be on the front here. These mountains. Usually you cannot advance after this point unless you get an early presence at those metal extractors, but Raiko getting his commander out a bit late. But still he may very well be able to seize the position on time. Desnov going for vehicles, Communist going for bots, Emmer, Cortex bots. Getting some grunts, trying to get some early info. Tinwax already has some ticks here. He's trying to prevent any units trying to sneak by, sneak through. Already gonna be ecoing, I imagine, here. How many? So 3 constructors is what he goes for. Gets a couple of grunts and a 4th constructor. I imagine he's just gonna put a bit of pressure onto mid for early game, and then he's just gonna focus on ecoing. It takes about 20 seconds for one of these construction bots to construct a wind turbine. That is a long time. Raiko coming in fast here. Already has some grunts here for vision. Grunts have not been seen and have not seen anything as of yet. Isnov pushing with his vehicles, with his blitzes, pretty aggressively. It's really good. Where were the pings? Okay, so they just want to pick up these metal extractors. Not sure if somebody's gonna get them. Elbardo maybe, or Snade. Okay, Raiko getting some of these aggravators. These aggravators are gonna take down this turret easily. Trying to get his commander close. This Trash Panda, but he's just getting shot by these aggravators. Aggravators being pretty annoying. Ubivan getting some artillery there. That is pretty good. They have way better range than these aggravators, but these aggravators can be microed way better and are just chasing down Trash Panda's commander. He's forced to retreat. This is not looking well for start. Let's see what Ollie is doing. Just making aircraft immediately. Getting question marked by Elbardo. Not sure. You slow. Oh, okay, my bad. In any case, yeah, I guess they were just going for the same thing. For aircraft, will this continue producing? I guess so. They're gonna have 2 aircrafts. It's pretty interesting, to say the least. Raiko, not sure what happened there. Raiko just putting a stop to Trash Panda right now. Having a very good position here. Strengthening his hold. And Snade, I believe. Yep, he is right here in front of Diznov. He's getting some turrets, getting some anti-air already. Just 2 light turrets. Nothing too special. Diznov may try and get this metal extractor here, but going for vehicles yet again. That is pretty good. And those Janices do a lot of damage. Check the other side of the mountains. Tinwax and Tactician doing their very best to try and hold these units from Emmer. These aggravators, rocket bots, just put a stop to any type of turrets that are trying to get built up by the commander. Economy going pretty slowly in the mountains. Ali getting his commander self-destructed, I guess you can say that. Just get that metal in. Making a T2 bot lab at 6 minutes in. That is pretty good. This is not just raining down fire with this artillery. Trying to look for an opening to push forward. A lot of grunts. Not too many other types of units, which is not the greatest choice. Should definitely have a mix of good units like aggravators, like thugs. Grunts are just, maybe a lot of them would make sense here, but like 13 of them, not that big of a deal. Maybe 30 would make a difference, but just pure grunts is not the greatest thing. A lot of this artillery coming from Ubivan. He will be able to hit these aggravators from Raiko. If these grunts start pushing them back, these artillery shells are falling behind him. This one is pretty close to the ground. It just almost hits. It's like 30 centimeters from the ground, actually, but it will not hit anything in any case. Not sure why we paused the game, but maybe somebody disconnected. Take a look. And yeah, just barely get out of the line of fire. Oh, we already have bombers coming in from Firepluck. 2 games, well, 3 games. One game he does it, one game he doesn't, and the next game he just does it with a lot of these bombers. He's just going to destroy this mountain economy. We have some anti-air bots being produced, but it's a bit too late. This economy and the build power is gonna get destroyed. He's gonna try and pick up some more of those. Not sure if it's gonna go. It is. It very well is. Just destroying some metal extractors along the way. We have a fighter from El Bardo. Even though, oh, okay, Ollie, so just stop making those. These are not gonna do too much damage, but it definitely crippled some of the economy here in the mountains from Tactician and from Tinwax. Just 2 metal extractors from Skag. Nothing big, nothing serious. Fighters coming in just on time from El Bardo. Ubivan detonating his commander. Getting up his T2 vehicle lab. Vehicles are pretty expensive, especially tier 2 vehicles. He will not be able to mass produce them anytime soon. If you're trying to mass produce some type of vehicles in Armada or Cortex, you should opt for T1 vehicles, as brutes are pretty strong, and stouts as well. If you make a lot of these blitzes, they can just go through, destroy the economy. Have some aircraft coming from El Bardo. Let's see if the other team is ready for this aircraft. And apparently they are not for the time being. We will see this aircraft coming up and doing some damage. Ferret, a bit too late for that Ferret. This build power gets completely destroyed. Two solar collectors get destroyed in the process. El Bardo doing some good bombing. Let's see if he, I guess he did not do a proper drive-by this time. They turned, but not well enough. And again, this is just not sure what these planes were doing. That's pretty weird positioning from them. Ollie getting a T2 constructor here just so he can help his team out, speed up the construction. Med going pretty regularly, just trading with units. Disnoff raining down artillery on his enemy here. Sorry, that was the mute button. My bad. Wanted to press F5. There we go. Those Janices can do a lot of damage. Disnoff, that was pretty bad from Snade. Losing some of his brutes over there in the process. Getting degunned by Disnoff's commander. Diznov still having a lot of this artillery. Snade going for a forward vehicle lab. And also having a bot lab back at home as well. I think a lot of these grave robbers. That is always good to have those grave robbers at the ready. Trash Panda still under pressure. Here, Raiko strengthening his defenses. Getting a cloak tower. 2 of them actually. That is some units from Moreau just trying to do some damage. Get in and do some damage. Skag pushing forward. This is pretty good. This forward lab is open and it gets destroyed. Hakai is taking a lot of damage here from Genesis, from mix of unit stouts and just Whistler. That sure is a lot of damage. His forward lab got destroyed. He only has his commander over here. He's still under pressure. Just try and calm the situation down. Diznov in a tight spot right now. Just getting attacked from 2 sides. He could get flanked here. That might be a problem. This artillery being pretty low from Diznov, and a lot of these grave robbers just come in and start reviving tanks. That is not the greatest. Hakai loses his commander, and it is gonna take a lot of work, a lot of effort from Diznov to retake this mid lane. They're pretty open right now, and it's usually what comes from these commander brawls. See Diznov against Skag here. Are they going to trade commanders? Yeah, he was trying to. These commanders will go down if they keep fighting. He is absorbing the Armada commander. He's actually self-destructing. That is not... Okay, that is fine. Well, he is going to die, pretty much. He gets another commander. That was a firm communist commander. That is like... Again, 2 commanders lying down on the ground. Diznov may be able to get this, but we have Row, another commander just coming in. Tanks going through from Snade. This could be catastrophic. Row getting in, gonna try and secure all that metal. You have Hounds trying to secure the position. Emmer going behind with a bit of grunts, but that will not change anything at all. If Diznov loses this build power, this could be a problem. He will not lose too much of his base as he has a lot of these tanks dealing with. Oh, but actually we have more units from Snade pushing straight through. Row already got 1 commander, and up next is the 2nd Armada commander from Firm Communist. A lot of these commanders already destroyed. 8 communists. Sorry, communists. 8 commanders out of the game already. We have 8 commanders left. 5 for one side. I believe that's Row. Row, Sneed, and Raiko, Tinwax. Yep. So the southern side has 5 commanders, and the north side only has 3 left, which is a big problem here. They're forced to pull their commanders back and to not play frontline with commanders, which you should not do. You should always have your commander frontline, just because of that big explosion, being able to kill a lot of units, or just do a commander trade or secure a front line, degun a strong unit. This is going to be pretty hard for the northern team. If the game goes on, there's going to be a lot of T3 units, such as Juggernauts or Thors or Titans, that you will not be able to degun since you have 3 commanders left. Diznov not on T2 yet, having a lot of these tanks, but they're just like... not sure what they're doing right here. Just stacked in one position. And this southern team is taking a lot of that metal from the commanders that were left on mid. Ali already on the way, making his advanced fusion reactor. 14 minutes in. That is an okay time. Yeah, around 15 minutes should be good for an advanced fusion reactor. Some bombers coming in from El Bardo. 9 bombers, if I'm seeing right. Yeah, 10 bombers actually. And not sure what they will be able to. They actually see Diznov's base completely, if I'm not mistaken. I think they do. They could try and destroy Diznov. Yeah, they do not know there's a T2 lab over there. They know there's a chainsaw over here and some anti-air, so it's probably not going to opt for that. Hopefully not. He sees that chainsaw. They may go for these Sheldons. That is one of the only defenses they have right now. Yeah, it is pretty tempting. Not too much damage. Just like 3 Sheldons go down. And these bombers are gonna get met with this chainsaw. Will not do too much damage. Actually, yep, not too much damage at all. That vehicle plant was about to be recycled in any case. Maybe not. Just getting some more windmills here and there, and overall not a successful bombing from El Bardo. Have some anti-nukes coming in. Disnov's protected. Chukni and Hakai are protected, but don't have. We actually do have some. Are these anti-nukes? What I'm seeing? Yeah, they are being constructed, but it's a pretty small map. Doubt anybody will go nukes here. It is 16 minutes, but we do not have nukes from either team, as they usually aren't a great decision. It is much more. It is much cheaper to get an anti-nuke, and much faster, and the rockets for anti-nukes charge faster. If there are big maps, and if people are being put under pressure, then you can catch them by surprise and just nuke them. Usually, I don't see nuking front lines. I'm not sure why though. Maybe it is a good choice to just nuke front lines. Like for example, if you nuke Raiko's front line right now, like let's say right here, it would be completely open. But Raiko and Snade are pushing in. This is not good. I keep saying this. Mountain position is not that great. Trash Panda, what can he do other than just watch here as units are going through into the other base? There is no defense here waiting. Just like one bull and some Sheldons from Trash Panda. And these brutes will be able to do a lot of damage actually if they're managed properly, but no, they're just met with some fiends, and even though they come through, not that much damage goes in. Has some repulses, all-terrain rocket spiders from Skag with a compass and a jammer bot, which is weird, but Tinwax just trying to absorb all this metal. There's a lot of metal going on here. Emmer making some T2 defenses. Not sure what is shooting him. That is some artillery. Yep, actually that is. A lot of these tanks from Row. Not sure how he's gonna put them to use, but may or may not be able to push here. We finally have a lot of these Mausers. Mausers are pretty cheap. T2 artillery from Armada. 270 metal and 4,100 energy, which is pretty good for 940 range, outranging how are they called, Sheldons, the mortar bots from Cortex Bot Lab, and they're okay with speed 51, pretty good range, pretty good damage. Actually, not the largest area of effect that you can find, but overall a pretty good unit, cheap and very good range for artillery. Those repulses just getting in. A couple of those managing to just completely destroy a bull tank. Hitting each other though while climbing this mountain, but they may be able to get a vantage point and just do some serious damage, but not at the moment, as they will have to traverse this valley and get up to the next mountain. Or will they even? Oof, that was a bit too much. Sorry about that. Gonna have to write a note for myself, try not to get too close to combat, as this is pretty loud. A lot of these hounds coming in from Hakai and a lot of tanks. The commander goes down. That is a commander of Row, I believe. But they're left with 4 commanders. Yep, that is the commander of Row. That is a pretty good push. Emmer with a lot of these fiends. Just gonna try and do considerable damage to this front line that was just ignoring them from the very start. This is going to be a lot of damage from these fiends. They do not have any sort of immediate thing to deal with these fiends. They're just going to keep going and doing as much damage as they can. We got some welders coming in from Tinwax, but they're kind of too late. These fiends are just going to keep doing damage. Have some shurikens from El Bardo, but these fiends already did a lot of damage. Destroyed 4 advanced metal extractors. That is a lot of wreckages. A lot of reclaimable metal here, but they just lost their forward position, which is a problem. Here come the Mausers from Disnov. and a lot of these stouts, T1 tanks, which is a pretty good combination. You don't need bulls. You can just get some Jaguars, very good anti-air and AoE lightning tanks. Some T1 stouts. He deconstructed the lab, just making Jaguars right now. It's pretty good. Doing their best to hold. That is a lot of these Sheldons holding position here. Raiko in a very good spot in the mountains here, situated. Not the case for Emmer, but these these Scorpions are not hitting anything, honestly, but that is still fine. These Mausers spamming a location, but they do not have vision yet. Trying to move them forward. Let's see what Diznov sees. Yeah, he does not have a radar here. Actually, they just have a jammer. Maybe he should have shot this one because he sees it. And ooh, that is a lot of Tigers coming in for these Mausers. That is pretty bad position for these Mausers to be in. We got some Starlights pushing through. That is very good. Pretty expensive unit, and you should be careful with it. But it deals considerable damage and can almost one-shot this Tiger tank. There we have it. Diznov may very well be able to push here. Has a lot of Jaguars, has a lot of stouts. Artillery backing it up. Only a couple of welders ready to deal with these tanks, but that is pretty much it. Deconstructing the T2 factory and almost getting it deconstructed, but the Starlight just one-shots it. Not sure if you can... It actually will not be able to reclaim the 2900 metal that was used for that factory. Just 1,000 something. That is pretty unlucky. But Raiko pulling his units away from the mountains. Gonna try and put a stop to Diznov's push. A lot of these shurikens. Diznov lost a lot of Jaguars, so these Starlights are just gonna get wasted. That is, let's see, 5 Starlights. That is 6,000 metal just down the drain. That is pretty unlucky. That is pretty unlucky. Oh, actually, oh no, still they'll just get destroyed. We have fighters coming in from both sides, and still these. Yeah, actually, I think Snade, did he degun these? Not sure, but in any case, there's not that many wreckages left. Only some, like 6,000 metal. Diznov tried to move his commander forward, but that was not possible, as we still have these Scorpion pop-up Sabot batteries. The Chukni trying to push with Mammoths, but Mammoths getting stunned by, I'm not sure what. Was that an EMP? Was that a Spectre? Still has a lot of these Spectres. Sorry, not Spectres. There's a lot of these Mammoths just coming through. That is a pretty strong unit. Can easily deal with a bull. Can easily deal with a lot of units. Just pretty good fire rate, pretty good damage per second, very good range, a lot of health. These rockets are coming from what exactly? From Arbiters. And this Mammoth just keeps pushing. There's a stun bot here, so it is locked for 20 seconds. It's not the greatest thing. Now it just gets destroyed. This Mammoth trying to slip through, but Raiko's got his troops at the back and just putting things under control. Skag securing the position. Diznov did not have a good chance to push. Still has a lot of these Starlights here, which may very well get destroyed. I don't see any nukes coming out. Let's see what Ollie's up to. Ollie making a gantry. Probably going to try and start making Thors. I think a Thor is the greatest unit here, to be honest. Not sure about the Titan, but Thor can be pretty good here. He's sitting on a lot of metal, so he decides to go for a Titan. Let me see if Titan, speed 54, speed 46. So Thor is just a bit faster than the Titan. Got some Repulses coming out from Tactician, but we already have Shivas from Emmer. And a lot of those. Getting a 3rd advanced fusion reactor up. Has a Juno at base. I actually never make these Junos, and they're pretty good, to be honest. Just get rid of radar, of jammers, of scout units. Should put a reminder for that as well, just to make a Juno when you're in a good spot. Just make a Juno. This is pretty good. Even gets rid of minefields. A stun bot for this Starlight. Will it get down though? Chukni coming in with more of these mammoths. They're actually pretty strong, do a lot of damage. The snipers are no match for these. Actually is like 20%, or is it a bit less? 17%. It's around 50. Those snipers are pretty strong. Is these types of units. And Ollie coming out with some Shivas of his own, giving Shivas to Raiko, and we still have some of these mammoths just pushing through. I think a mammoth is stronger than a Shiva, but still, that is a lot of units just going up against that mammoth. Will not be able to push. What do we have? We have a commando here. That is pretty cool. He can even make an air transport for himself. Pretty cool unit. You never see it. Has a jam range of 150. He is cloaked pretty much. Well, not cloaked, but just jammer range. You can see him if he's in line of sight, but not on radar. Which is pretty cool. But it is definitely highly unlikely he would be able to put it somewhere in behind enemy lines. Titan up for Ollie. He's gonna start moving it. Has some Hailstorm, heavy strategic bombers. Getting ready for El Bardo here. And a lot of these shurikens, stun drones, have Karganeth, which is pretty good. Emmer rotated into those very well. And we have fighters coming in. Those shurikens will not be matched for these fighters. Karganeth have anti-air options. They're pretty good. They're all-terrain mechs. It's also good. Then we have Shivas just pushing in. It is going to be pretty easy for them to destroy these tier 2 static defenses. Shivas have pretty strong plasma cannons, as you can see, and rockets. So if there is a plasma field, those rockets will still go through. Tinwax has his commander over here. I do not notice this. Could be a problem. Those snipers, though, they're always a problem. I hate these snipers. They shoot pretty slow, but they just do not get focused fast enough. 9 seconds is enough. Sorry, 9 seconds is enough for them to reload and just shoot again. I have Karganeth coming up from Raiko. Just dealing with these static defenses pretty easily. Oh, we have the Chukni dropping some mammoths here on the field as they're pretty slow. We're gonna have 5 of them. They're a pretty strong tier 2 unit. Pretty hard to deal with, but we have a Titan here already from Raiko. And they may actually be able to kill him. They keep shooting. We have Starlights here. That Titan's gonna get shot down pretty fast. But we have 2 Titans. All these Titans managed to get here to the front. But it was just on time that the Chukni got these mammoths here. They were able to put a stop to this Titan here. It was solo. Still, I believe like 1.5 Thors was a better decision than the Titan. Not sure, maybe that's just me. But I like the Thor. It is pretty good. Not the greatest damage coming from that laser, but that's still fine. Shredder gonna go down. Not sure what Disnoff is up to. He's getting a gantry up as well. Having somewhat of an okay economy. Let's see. Do we have? I think I heard bombers. They haven't been deployed yet by El Bardo. Those are pretty good T2 heavy strategic bombers. And here they go. Let's check the target here. And just moving them. Better position. Have a tick spam starting from from communist, firm communist. I think a lot more of these constructed. Okay, so he might target these ticks. Yep, that is correct. There goes that build power. That is going to be a problem. There is already an advanced fusion reactor here, but all these strategic bombers just go down. Destroy some windmills, but that is still fine. A lot of metal here in the field. That is 10,000 metal, 13,000 metal just on this side here. A lot of these Sheldons from Raiko trying to suppress the enemy forces. Chukni finally getting some Karganeth, but it's up against a lot of these Sheldons, which could be a problem. Sheldon's getting back, getting out of Karganeth's range. They will not be able to do anything considerable. T1 spam coming from Ubivan, just trying to get some vision, some control, some information. What is going on here behind the mountains? Emmer making a lot of these Shivas, which I already mentioned is kind of a problem against these low-level units, T1 units. The Shivas just start shooting each other. As you can see, start hitting rockets on each other. Pretty bad thing to do. And just start hitting each other with plasma. These T1 units may very well destroy these Shivas. They should just keep building them. And yeah, overall Shivas are pretty bad dealing with T1 units. Disnov being under fire here heavily, trying to scramble and not let Chukni's forward gantry get destroyed, but it's a bit too late as he loses the build power. Titan trying to come in, but it gets destroyed. We have a Thor from Ubivan. Although, will it be enough? Have another one coming out pretty soon. We have another Thor from Raiko standing here. Let's see what Ollie is going for. Another Thor. Sorry, not Thor. A Titan. And Albardo just making some more bombers. This time around 20. Wants to make sure he gets something destroyed. To get a crippling blow into the enemy team. A lot of units coming through. And like I said, these Shivas are no match against this T1 spam. And units start flowing through on the right side. This could very well be GG. Firepluck sees it, calls out early GGs. And not sure what else is left here to do. Emmer doing all he can, but it is not paying off. These Shivas are not the greatest. It's good when you have good production of tier 3 units, but you should pay attention to what the enemy is doing. And once you have T3 Shivas up against T1 spam, that is not good. You should make some just basic static defenses. And this Aphis goes down from these pawns. This economy gets destroyed. There's a nuke coming here, and it actually blows up a lot of these planes. That was an okay nuke. That's surely pissing off Albardo, as he just made a lot of these planes to get some rating, and they actually just get shot down by a nuke of all things. Have some vanguards, all-terrain heavy plasma cannons from Disnov. Those should be able to 1 or 2 shot these brutes. A lot of damage, a lot of AoE. This is still not over though. Still have units coming out from Disnov, from Emmer. Tinwax having a Titan of his own, having a lot of these snipers. Very good T1 spam from Skag. Let's see what the backlines are doing. 6 Junos. That is a bit too much, my friend, but maybe just enough, just the right amount. Getting his 10th advanced fusion reactor up. Pretty good. Let's see the metal income. 400 metal income. That is pretty good. What is this? Oh, that is a Thor from Ubi-Wan, just slipping through, destroying this build power from Raiko completely. If he that was unfortunate. Could have been more. Could have done more, but that was very, very good. Just slipping a Thor in with these T1 spam was unexpected. Raiko was there with his commander, actually Snade, barely just stopping the Thor from completely destroying Raiko's base. And actually just Snade's base as well. This build power could have been gone if this advanced fusion reactor went up. All this would have went up in smoke. They're still scrambling and trying to hold the front line, doing whatever they can. All these starting T1 spam right now. And this Thor is stuck in place. It's not moving. Not sure what's going on there. Another one on the way. Hey, we have bombers from El Bardo. Let's see if he will be able to do anything this time. Will they try and revive this Titan? Yes, they will, but we have a catapult lobbing some rockets there, putting a stop to that. Still trying to revive that Titan. 55%. They are going to do their best. Should maybe try and revive the catapult first, as it is a pretty good artillery weapon. We see Emmer pushing. Emmer and Firepluck just trying to move forward here. Try and put a stop to this Titan. This Titan is going to get destroyed pretty quickly by all these T3 units. Will not be able to do anything whatsoever. Oh, that should be it. Bye bye Titan. And he thought he had this in his sleeve, Tin Wax, but he may still get most of these units, or all of them even, or he'll just get destroyed. Knows well to hide his commander here. It's 3 against 3 commanders, with commanders belonging to Emmer, Diznov, and Trash Panda against Tin Wax, Raiko, I believe. Raiko's commander, I imagine, and who was it? Snade. Just don't see these commanders here. Maybe they're in the back. El Bardo, actually. El Bardo. Tin Wax just losing his commander now, I think. Yep, indeed. There's 2 commanders left. Trying to hide them. El Bardo and I think I just saw, where was he? Snade right here. And we have units going through from Diznov. That is 3 Thors. Will he be able to capitalize? That is a lot of units. Just being able to go through all 3 Thors, go down. Stop before doing any considerable damage. And may even be revived now. Could be a thing. A lot of units coming through from Firepluck. Just trying to put aggression on this side. A lot of these gunships, a lot of these wasps, around 30 wasps from El Bardo. That is pretty good aircraft coming from him. And these bombers just nested on this little hill here. Pretty funny. The bombers can just land anywhere. Actually, just all aircraft. Interesting. Emmer just retreating a bit back, being aware that he might be hit by aircraft. He has wasps, but not sure if he wanted to build any dragons. Dragons could be good here. Can destroy an advanced fusion reactor without a problem, if there's like 10 of them or 20. And we got the Titan up, but all these grave robbers just got destroyed. Will we be able to get anything else? This Titan could be in a good spot. Destroy this fortification, this bulwark. But there's a lot of these Titans for Ollie and Thor coming in. Snade. This could be a problem for north side. This Thor still just waiting, not doing anything. There we have a Thor moving from Ubivan. Will he be able to do any considerable damage? Will he even move his Thor? Have mammoths again. Not sure if they were revived or not. And that is the Juno, getting rid of radar and jammer. There's a lot of chaos here at the moment. As you can see, there's a lot of units on the map at this moment. This is a pretty good picture, to be honest. A lot of these grave robbers, just for both sides. Trash Panda saying he's slowly shelling their base. Not sure what he means by that, but yeah, we're catching up. We're 10 seconds, 20 seconds behind. That is still fine. We'll see this through to the end. There's a nuke going out for Emmer. Will it get cancelled? Or I guess not. There's gonna be... That is a lot of damage here. He may be able to push his position. Tin Wax having a Thor there, but that Thor is not gonna do anything against 14 Shivas. There's a Juggernaut coming out from Emmer. That is a pretty big problem for the southern team right now. They do not... That is a lot of bombers. That is a lot of bombers, both from Ollie and from El Bardo. Let's see if they can snipe a reactor here from Diznov. And there is a lot of air units. They will be able to snipe a reactor though. It is done. It is done for Diznov. They may even be able to snipe Red. Chukni, this could be a decisive move. That is a lot of these bombers. Just get one. And that is it. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. The Chukni and Diznov getting completely destroyed. They were just holding the line, making like 40 bombers, 40, 50 bombers, and it was enough. Just trying to do their desperate push right now, the northern team, but I believe that's over. They're just gonna do the cleanup. That is pretty unfortunate for Diznov and Chukni. They were doing their best, but 40, 50 bombers, what can you do against that unless you have some serious anti-air? And they did, but it was just too much. The numbers of these bombers were overwhelming, and they were coming in one by one, so the turrets were focusing them in the order they were coming, one by one, instead of just hitting them all at once, doing AoE air damage. And now it's just a very big problem to prevent all these units from pushing. That is definitely not going to happen. This one Juggernaut will not be able to do such a thing. We have 3 Thors from Emmer, since not sure, somebody gave it to him, probably Diznov. We have a Juggernaut from Trash Panda. We will see. Got a Basilisk here on the mountains. Not sure why we have 4 Scorpions here. 2 Eradicators, but this Basilisk will not do that serious damage here. I think... Oh yeah, okay, that nuke got stopped from Emmer. That is a lot of these Titans, a lot of these units that are just waiting them out. This Juggernaut from Ember just looking for a spot to approach. A lot of these snipers, a lot of these wasps waiting for Ollie. We got some EMP missiles. That was okay, but no special targets here, just Centurions, which get completely destroyed by these Vanguards from Diznov. Diznov did not yet disconnect. Just looking for an opportunity. They cannot push just yet, even though these bases got destroyed. Still have a big flow of units. Nothing considerable happening. Those bombers were pretty good, but they just still cannot push. Oh my god, we have even more bombers. 45 bombers from Ollie. This is insane. Trash Panda not having that much air defense though. He will be next to go. And even Ubivan, there's no stopping these bombers. We have so many fighters from Ollie. This is just complete air dominance. He does not have an advanced fusion reactor here, but it might go in smoke, go up in smoke. Oh, this is going to be disastrous. We still have 20 bombers. They're getting shot down, but they are going to get this. Will they though? Just one more bomber. And it should be done. Just one more. Literally one more bomb to go. And unfortunately, it does not happen. This advanced fusion reactor does not go down. Or does it? There's some planes still falling down. This can very well go down. No. Actually, they just disappear before exploding in the ground. That was so lucky. That destroyed aircraft going down could have destroyed that advanced fusion reactor and it would all go up in smoke. That is fortunate. So close, yep, that is true. Kinda lived, but there is just so many of these tier 3 units for the south side. Cannot do anything about it. They just have to defend now. They're getting pushed in from all sides. Just trying to defend the flow of units. Emmer here with his Juggernaut around 5,000 HP. It's pretty low. Shouldn't be destroyed with all these units here, with all these tier 3 units here. Should try and hide it. Protect it, because if it blows up, it's going to take all these units with it. These Shivas and Karganeth, just making short work of this Titan. Should move it and try to, but no, that is it for that Titan. Titans are surprisingly weak, to be honest. A lot of T1 unit, tier 3 units can just deal with them without a problem. 6% damage from a Thor. Interesting. A lot of these Titans are just stacking up together. That is not good. Shivas will be able to destroy them without a problem. Not sure what Ollie's doing here. These Titans are no match for this force. Shivas are good with something that is dealing with tier 3 units. And these Titans find that out the hard way. Again, do we have another bombing run? Yep, we do. Indeed we do. A lot more bombers being finished by Ollie. And this time he will not fail. Taking down all the fighters he can find. And gonna try and destroy that fusion reactor. Yet again, it's still pretty low. Around 10%, 6% HP. Just one bomber is enough. Try not to get your bombers killed. And just go on to the next. And that is it. He actually went with all his bombers there. That is unfortunate, as he could have went for the rest here. They are going to go down here, and they will blow up the build power and the converters. Oh, that was so close. Oh, that was so close. Not the greatest move. He knew this fusion reactor was pretty low HP. Should have just went with one. I have a lot of these EMP missiles. But just hitting the same spot, I guess. Stunning those Shivas for a little bit. More Titans trying to come through. Diznov just managing pretty well with these Vanguards. Defending very well. That is a lot of damage that these Vanguards do. And they're healing up this Titan. What are they doing? They're just resurrecting them. Oh, that is a lot of these grave robbers just getting completely destroyed. These Titans may be able to push here. Tinwax and Tinwax with his 4 Thors and around 8 Titans for Ollie, or 2, 4, 6, 6 Titans for Ollie. They will be able to push these Shivas back finally. Not sure why they're not pushing mid here. The Chukni and Diznov not having a base. I'm not sure why they would push just this side. Just try and go here and go into the rocks, or just open up another side. We have some bombers for fire pluck, but it is not enough. All these turrets trying to repair this juggernaut. It's gonna take a lot more time, and they need this juggernaut on the battlefield, but maybe Shivas are just gonna be enough. And they actually looks like they are enough. These Titans just standing in one spot, not moving. The Chukni has had enough, just leaves the game. This position gets nuked by Emmer, which is pretty good. And we're having a lot of these bombers from Ollie just coming in to try and bomb Emmer. I think they saw this fusion reactor. He does not have a lot of anti-air, and that should be it for Emmer. This should be the game. Yep, that should be the game, pretty much. There goes Emmer. It's everything gone, all at once. Maybe these get destroyed as well. That is a lot of build power from Fire Pluck. Not a lot of anti-air though, but he manages to... Oh, actually, those were just the converters, not even the advanced ones. So these Shivas are not going to hold. Emmer is forced to retreat. And that should be it for the northern team. Yep, the forfeit comes in. It was a pretty good game. And a behemoth coming out from Raiho. Raiko, actually, my bad. And yep, that is the game. 50 minutes it took. That was a pretty long time. Did not expect to see all the glitters this long, but yep, that is it for the second game of the day. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. See ya.